Hello and welcome. Today we're going to start this practice down kneeling on the floor or sitting cross-legged if you want to, or even sitting in a chair. I'm going to have a blanket between my calves and my thighs just to be a little more up. Okay? So we're going to start off with a couple little neck rolls here. Pausing in any areas where you feel a particularly strong stretch. Gently breathing into it and letting that area soften. All right, we're going to inhale the arms open and exhale, bringing them in for a hug. Curving the spine back, inhaling as you open the arms, sending the chest forward, arching the spine. Exhaling, opposite arm rests on top, curling in, rounding the back. Inhale, opening wide, open chest, back arched. Exhale, swapping arms, curling in, curving the back. Inhale, opening the arms. And exhale, returning the hands to the knees. Now we're going to inhale the arms up. Exhale, twisting through the torso as you lower the hands, one in front, one behind. Inhale the arms up as you come back to center. Exhale, twisting to the other side. Inhale, arms up as you face forward. Exhale, twisting to the other side. Inhale up. And one more exhale to the other side. Inhale as you return to face forward, hands resting on your knees. So we're now going to move into a tabletop position. So you can take your blanket for padding under your knees if you want to. We're going to be practicing moving our body over the arm bone that's supporting us as we begin to twist. So we're going to be in a nice tabletop position, finding that nice neutral spine, having good connection between the shoulder blades and the rib cage. Just to get warmed up a bit here, we can come into some scapular push-ups, so letting the chest lower to the ground, letting it move away from the ground. This is all coming from how the shoulder blades are sliding forward or backward on your rib cage. It has nothing to do with your elbows bending or your back arching or rounding, okay? But being mindful of that ability to push away from the ground and protract, send the shoulder blades away from each other. From here, you can let your knees be a little wider if you want for stability. We are going to, without losing integrity through the spine and the left shoulder blade, we are going to lift the right arm. We are going to start to spin our chest to face to the side of the room. And our torso is spinning around the top of the left arm bone. You're using that energy to push away from the earth, to create space in that joint as you spin over that arm bone. Okay, let's come back to a regular tabletop. Now the right arm is going to be the one supporting us. So we're going to push away from the earth. We're going to start to spin through the torso, chest moving away towards the wall, just to the left. And then we're going to bring chest facing the floor again. Pushing away from the earth as you lift and rotate that chest away. And still pushing away from the earth as you spin the chest back to face the mat. One more time. And return. From here, we're going to introduce some thread the needle. So we are going to inhale. See how we're doing that same motion here. Inhale the left arm up. Exhale to thread it down, resting the shoulder and the head on the floor. Grounding through that right hand as you lift yourself, finding that pushing away energy as you inhale to open, and exhale as you twist through to thread the needle. One more time, pushing away from the ground with the right, creating that space in the joint, spinning the chest away, lifting the left fingertips towards the ceiling. Exhale as you thread the needle. Coming back to tabletop, we're going to lay down on the belly. Right arm is going to rest out to the side. Head is turned to the left. We're going to start to spin on that arm, feeling a stretch across the front of that right shoulder joint. You don't have to go very far. We definitely don't want this to feel like there's strain or pain or too much stretch. But if you have the space in your body and you're comfortable here, you can bring the left arm up, bend at the elbow, and let it rest behind your back. Now, if you tend to be a person who has a lot of hypermobility in your joints, and you just have the ability to move beyond what's considered normal ranges at the best of times, I would encourage you to be intentional about pulling these movements back and not going as far as you possibly can, because it could be that you're going just that bit too far, which over time can really strain things. So it could be a tough one. Okay, we're going to come out of that. So left hand returns to the floor, start to bring that leg back down, and bring your right hand just underneath your shoulder. We're going to push ourselves back up into a tabletop position, and we're going to do thread the needle on this side. So we're going to inhale as we push away from the earth with that left shoulder. Let the chest open to the right side of the room. Right arm reaches for the ceiling. Exhale as we start to return that chest to face the mat, still creating that space in the shoulder joint, reaching the right fingertips through. Shoulder, right shoulder and head resting on the floor. Inhale as you press up through that left hand, creating that space again. Chest turns away and sending the right fingertips to the ceiling. Exhale as you come in to thread the needle. We're going to do that one more time. So pressing through that left arm, creating that space, letting the chest face off to the side of the room a little bit, fingertips reaching for ceiling. And exhale as you thread the needle. Pushing up on that left arm to bring yourself back to tabletop. You're going to lower yourself down onto your belly. This time your left arm will be outstretched on the floor. Head is turned looking to the right. We're going to lift that back right leg, bringing it over and across. Again, just listening to that left shoulder and not going too far. This is a somewhat vulnerable position for the arm, especially if you have a history of dislocations. Okay, and then if you want, you can bring that left arm up and back. All right, that right arm can come back up, it can come to the floor. We'll start to turn, bringing that right leg back to the ground. Bringing the hands a little wider and a little bit forward. We're going to inhale and exhale as we start to lift, grounding down through that pubic bone, coming into a bit of a seal pose, a little bit of a back bend here. And then we'll exhale to lower. Bring your hands back to under your shoulders to help yourself push up into a hands and knees position. Returning to kneeling. A couple shoulder rolls. A couple head rolls. All right. Thank you for moving with me today, and I will see you next time.